Hello, hello, hello. We are at it again. And I'm just gonna turn that off because we don't need that right now. So it is painting day. Finally. Like proper painting, like the painting that I've been saying I was going to do. I need to grab a little bit. Not much. Just a little bit of prep work before I get properly started. Like, I'll be working exclusively in white paint today. So, I should get that over just a touch. There we go. Alright. More than enough to start with. I don't know if this is a good thing or not, but this paint smells good. So I was trying to do a count today about how many fish I have left to do for the Plains of Eidolon. And there's still a good chunk. It's kind of amazing how many different fish that they have available for the Plains of Eidolon. So I've done 2 already with the previous set. Konzo likes different kinds of sushi for lunch, you guess? Yeah? I mean, currently, there's not many land-based food items that they could have. You can see it in the actual, areas where, like, I think he's actually, it's either him or somebody else who looks very much like Konzu, but there's a cooking area in Cetus that there's no reason to go to unless you're just going off to the side or whatever, where there's a whole cooking area, and there's a person that looks like Konzu, if it's not Konzu, and you can see meat hanging from racks that are either being smoked or cured or just getting ready to be cut up for a meal. And one of them, for sure, is a quokka. That's a smaller hunk of meat, a smaller carcass. And then the other ones are much longer in size. So I'm assuming that is the whatever that deer thing is. I don't know if it actually has a name. If they've assigned a name to it or not. I hope so. But yeah, you can see like in the cooking space that there's like a whole bunch of different carcasses hanging next to the stone grill. And it's not Kondrok. Kondrok would be a lot leaner looking, I think. I remember seeing, oh shoot, no. Somebody trying to make a dessert for different, for like things from the Plains of Eidolon. I don't know if they ever actually got around to posting that. I certainly never saw anything of it after the fact. No, it would actually be a lot of fruit. There's a lot of different fruit that they have, not just the maprico. Like, you can see it in the baskets. And they could boil it down into jellies. And maybe even just boil it down so much that it actually becomes like a hard candy that they can make, that they can chew on or suck on. Because they already have, like, they've already discussed boiling techniques for like other food items. Like there's the chew on some nano bark or whatever it's called, so they know how to harvest the various materials in their area. I would love to see what they would consider a wandering monk and why those wandering monks get those jars. That's true. Now that the Solaris people have appeared there, they can always trade for supplies and cooking tech. Exactly. And it's not like they're bereft of technology either, like from their own use. Like they have the tower to provide other means. And like they're well supplied in many respects. It's just their technology isn't the same as what the Solaris use, so that's where the Solaris come in trading with their supplies, because it's like from literally other planets that they're coming in from. But the only instance that I know of in Ostron being outside of Earth, other than the relays, is the story with Arlo, where the one guy got banished because he was doing something stupid. I don't quite remember. And then he became sort of like a preacher for Arlo, and then the shit hit the fan, and yeah, I don't know what became of them. Staying with infested is a good way to get tossed out of society. Yeah, I'm not even sure. Like, I'm not even really sure what got him tossed out in the first place. But he ended up on a derelict and found a kid there. But I think he wasn't very well loved, from what I remember. And even as the voice of Arlo, I don't think he was well loved either in that regard. I can't remember his name, but I remember his title. I don't even really know what became of him either after the whole incident. Loading up the game right now. I'll check in if you can find anything. Yeah, like you should be able to play the entire Nightwave cinematics. And check it out. Yeah, like I have such a love for Cetus. Like, Cetus was the first open world, and it just felt so right that they did Earth as the first open world. Kanga was what? Kanga, yeah. They have such interesting names too for Ostrons. Like when I picked my character's name to be like my operator, like I like how some people like kind of roleplay, like give a name for their operator. Like I finally picked a name because of Cetus, really, and her name became Verida based off of the gems that you find in the Plains of Eidolon, the Veridos. So yeah, I have a lot of love for the Plains of Eidolon. And any expansion there is going to be much appreciated by me. It's why I think, like, it's great seeing the Ostron in the relays. I would love a festival to happen in Cetus. Or in the relays, just like a festival that starts in Cetus and then spreads throughout the relays. Like we have the Dog Days event where Kella gets high as a kite, but like I want like an actual festival thing where like I guess DE would have to introduce a mechanic, but I don't really want them to introduce a mechanic. It would be interesting if they did, but not necessary. Watching the Emissary replay right now, Arlo's head wasn't attached to his body. It looks like he was mounted on gimbals, similar to what you would find in Solaris. Yep, he actually is a vent kid. Just based off of his design, that's like what all the other vent kids look like. I don't know why their heads are detached. It must be something to do with Solaris, but I don't know if it tells that he's from Solaris or not. But it's very easy to make that assumption just based off of his design. Yeah, you'll keep watching? Yeah. Alright. I need a smaller paintbrush for those sections. Like, I know that for some people, their go-to faction is like the Grenier, the Corpus, or even the Infested. Although I do have a love for the Infested too. Their designs are very interesting to me. It looks like I'm applying sunscreen to this guy. It's like, you know how you put some sunscreen on your nose. So stupid. To me, or like the flood from Halo. So it's odd. Yeah, like I have technically an original Xbox. I can technically play Halo, although currently the TV's unplugged. If I play that series, I want to be able to play it on stream because I've somehow managed to pretty much not know anything about the series other than the only thing I know about the series in any sort of degree is the book for Halo Reach. And like how it leads up to the event of Halo. Yeah. The thing, well, I'm debating on getting it. Mostly due to the fact that when I look at the DLC section, the fact that there's a DLC section to it, I'm just like, I'm not sure if I should wait to get it or not. There's always the summer and winter sales. The summer sale's done, but and I know that, like, what, in 2 days, 1 day, Halo Infinite is coming out. Yeah, DLC section. Let me just take a look. Don't actually need to worry about that too much. Well, it's not too expensive, all things considered, but I already did purchase, wait. You're so close, but why are you putting it as January view page? Oh, yeah. It has Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach. So I'm not sure why it's listing it, and they're all $10.99 each. So I'm not sure what precisely the DLC does. It is cool that they have a guideline for the current support for all the different languages. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm assuming that it must be like a slow rollout. It says, like, Master Chief Collection includes 6 great Halo experiences: Halo Reach, Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo 3 are currently playable. The remaining experiences will be available later in 2020. Purchase the Master Chief Collection or individual titles for access to available content. So I'm assuming if you buy the collection, you get all of them, but it's DLC. I don't know. It boggles me. It's on my wish list, if anything. So ODST and Halo 4 are the DLC for, if you're reading this right, yeah. Well, like, currently available for PC, so it's just like Halo 4 and ODST are not available yet. From my understanding. That's what I'm getting from this. Yeah. Interesting. I thought Halo ODST took place around Halo 3. Because that's what it was listed as. But you are just a normal... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I haven't read a whole lot of... I've only read the one book. So... which is surprising enough as it was. And I think that was from our school library of all things. So, it's interesting. Anyways, back to painting. Hillary should actually, so what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Did the book for Reach make it bad, or was it the game that made it bad? Because I've not really played the series before, so I don't really know much in the franchise. And I've sort of played through Halo, like the original game. I don't really know much. Like I want to play this franchise. I actually won a number of the games from a giveaway because this person was giving away their hard copies. A long time ago. I just haven't been able to really play them. Reach ignores the Fall of Reach book and rewrites the starting of the story with how the first game starts. Darn. Mind you, it's been years since I first read that book, so I don't really... Fall of Reach. I think it was Fall of Reach that I read. That's unfortunate. Mind you, I'm not too surprised about things like that happening. Because I'm a Bionicle fan. Things got retconned so many times. I'm not surprised by things happening like that. Like, the stories were so inconsistent with Bionicle that I'm just like, if anything happens in another franchise that's along those lines, like, yeah, okay. So we're just gonna go with this storyline for now until it gets retconned. Because I was a very avid Bionicle fan back in the day. I still kind of am. That's why I actually have all of those up there. I had a number of the comics back in the day. And then while you actually get the toys, there are some mini comics that come up with that, and then like online on the site, the site had a different story, the toys had a different story, and then the movies had a different story, and then the games had a different story. So it's just like you kind of pick and choose which universe of Bionicle you want to live in, basically. And then there was books too. So it's just like they had no clear-cut answer for their story. There was a general plot line that they were following, but like, oh man, it was all over the place. And I love Bionicle. It's a weird story. It's a cool story. And mad that LEGO canceled it. Because they didn't want to have more adult themes in it, like people dying. Like, that shit happens all the time. And when you have heroes, your heroes are going to die. Just face it. or retire to some degree, but with the Toa, it's not really likely for them to retire. It's very rare that they retire. And even if they retire, they're still in fucking danger. Because, if I'm remembering this correctly, so the guys that I have behind me are the Toa Nuva, and the Toa before them were the Toa Metru. Now we're talking chronologically speaking in their own timeline. Release order, the Toa Metru came after the Toa Nuva, but chronologically speaking, the Toa Metru came way before the Toa as we knew them. When they first came out, they were part of a city island, and they had to leave their island for reasons that I forget. Danger is most likely the case. That, and I think the city was becoming overrun by these spiders that turned people into other things. I don't quite remember, but in any case, they had to leave, and then and as a result, they had to put their people into these storage containers to safely cart them away to get to Matanui, the island of Matanui. And so they but upon arriving at Matanui, they couldn't open up the containers unless they gave up their powers as Toa. So as they gave up their powers, they became the Turaga, and therefore the leaders of these people now on Matanui, and they formed their villages and they did what they had to survive, but in the end, yeah, yeah, and so as they became the Turaga, they actually, like, there's like the Matoran, which are very small people, and then I think, if I'm recalling this correctly, I'm not quite sure. I think they were all originally, the Toa Metru were all originally Matoran, which are small, and then when they become Toa, they become like 6 feet tall. They're like more than double their height. And then when they shrunk down to the Turaga, they were like 4 feet tall or something like that. They're just like notoriously small people to begin with, and then they have the Toa, which are like 6 feet, 7 feet tall. In comparison. I can actually show a Matoran versus Toa. Alright, I need to make space. Oh, don't you fall. Alright, whoa, don't you fall. They're a little dusty. You have wearing Tentacon shirt? Oh, yeah. This is from 2017. This shirt. I have all of the shirts, minus the one from this year, because that one's still shipping at some point. But anyways, so this is Pohatu. He is the Toa Nuva of Stone. This is Huki. Look how tiny he is in comparison. Like, love these guys. Yeah, you're still in the mail somewhere? Yeah. So, I think it's also a Mask of Speed. But yeah, so this, because I'm pretty sure Pohatu had this mask before it evolved into this mask. And this mask is the greater Mask of Speed. I have spent way too much time in the Bionicle universe. I love it. The stuff that I remember is like too much, probably. But yeah, I have... Yeah, we all have our fandom loves. Like, I still love TF2, but not to the same degree, because that well kind of got poisoned. But Bionicle, though, that's something I still love. But yeah, so like I have Bionicles all right there. Dragons and Transformers. And then actually behind in that shelf, right? Nope, that shelf. There's some Warframe statues in there, and there's like a shit ton of amiibos. I literally called it my amiibo armada. That's how many I have. I'm missing very few, and the only reason is because some asshole decided to buy up all the Lucina. No, not Lucina. Palutina? I think her name is. Some asshole decided to buy up all of that one because he didn't want anybody else getting them. I'm like, you fucker. You ruined it for everybody. Anyways. But yeah, like, I fucking love Bionicle. I have, good grief, the lineups for those things at Fan Expo every year was disgusting. Yeah. I never lined up for the amiibos that I got. I have only one double, and that was by mistake because I forgot to check my list of which ones I had. But I don't mind them being here now anymore. Like, it was just like, first I was going to like try to sell them for like only $10 because they were $15 at the time. Because the package was opened and I didn't realize. So at that point I couldn't return them to the store. Like, shit. But now the amiibos are like selling for like $22 or something like that. I'm like, fuck me. I can't buy them anymore at that price. Although I still want to get, I think I'm missing, as far as I know, I'm only missing the Guardian amiibo for Breath of the Wild. That's the last last one I need for that, I'm pretty sure. That one or Zelda. From a direct from Japan that was never sold in North America, and the seller wanted 500 for it. Yep. Like, I stuck pretty much exclusively to the Smash Bros. Line and to Breath of the Wild. And I had to get some of the, Splatoon ones, because Splatoon's fucking cute. And I actually do have one Shovel Knight one that I actually keep next to my bed. He's really cool looking, I gotta say. I just wish that Shovel Knight was handled better in terms of DLC content, because a buddy of mine very much loves Shovel Knight, the original game, and then they like really just destroyed their own characters, unfortunately, from the sounds of it. And like, don't know how to write women, and just like, they're only like King Knight, their King Knight DLC that they have. Some games to start out great, and then they get High Forces and Wreck Hard. Yeah, like legitimately, their only person of character in Shovel Knight that they have is King Knight, and yeah, ooh yeah, Other M. That was Nintendo's mistake for teaming up with Team Ninja. That was big fucking mistake. But yeah, so, but in terms of like King Knight just got like shat on so much. He's treated as a joke, and it's like, you really shouldn't have your only person of color treated as a joke for the entire campaign and have zero redeeming qualities. Like, even Spectre Knight and to some degree Plague Knight got redeeming qualities to them, but even then not by much. Like, that's fucking shitty. But yeah, the only, and I, at some point, will, I want to say I've played and beaten Other M, and then never touch it again, just so that I can have full criticism, like, just to say that I can fully criticize this game because I have fully played it. That game is such trash. Like, I got decently far, I want to say, and then I just had to stop at the time. There's this one moment in Other M where you fall down a shaft into a underground area that is, I think, full of mushrooms or something to that degree, and you're forced into first-person perspective, and I was not aware of that at the time, and you're looking for something, and it's like you're looking for like a fucking pixel. Because the Wii can't handle that very much of graphics, and it's essentially like, it's like a GameCube basically. It's decent graphics, but it's not great graphics, and it's pretty awful, honestly. And so like the thing that you're looking for is so pixelated. It's just like, what am I doing? Like, skipped it. Have you found a Samus talks to you? Noped out. Yeah. Like I was looking forward to it because I thought maybe it would be good. Boy, was I proven wrong. Because I had always wanted to hear Samus speak. Because I do look up to her as a character. She is definitely somebody who I idolize. Cause she's like a self-sufficient, powerful woman. Yeah. Of the Nintendo character lineup, yeah, she's definitely my favorite, too. And because I grew up with a family of blondes, Daisy was my favorite princess of the Mario bunch. Because I'm the only brunette in my family. So I was just like, I chose Daisy every time over over Peach, because she is the God, my brain is just dying right now. Yeah, because like my sisters would always pick I gotta pop over to the Warfare stream. Be back later. I literally just did the same thing so I can get the drops from today. I love having multiple monitors. See you in an hour. E. I love that Heart of Deimos trailer. So cool. So looking forward to the new infested units. Oh, stop with the loose hairs. bird. What? That was a weird little song. What a weird fish. Love it though. Love all these fish. They're so weird though. Whoa, excuse me. I had some cucumber earlier, so that's where that came from. I'm gonna take a pause on the Yogg one for the moment. I'm gonna move on. Into the couple. I'm actually happy that I have multiple paintings on the go that I can just work on if I start getting frustrated with one. The best part about this project. Especially since there's no end goal, like due date thing anymore. I'm just having fun. God, this thing is so weird. I wonder if the designer even knew how this thing's mouth was supposed to work. I sure as heck don't. Hi, boys. Come here. Oh, excuse me. Yep, that's still the cucumber. Hello, kitty. Yeah. Yeah. Ah. There you. Hello. Hi, sweetie. No, I really can't move that much further. Hi. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sorry. Oh, kid. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi. Good boy. Yeah. Oh, good boy. Hi, Jack. cat hair. Ugh. Whew, whew, whew. Definitely got cat hair on my tongue just then. Ew. Don't launch. Don't launch. Me? Me? Like, oh boy. Yeah. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Hi, Jack. Me? Oh boy. Hey, Stanley. Well, hello there, Jack. Hi. Oh, now the other cat's here. I know. Oh my. Oh, this cat hair. You lose cat hair. Mr. Bony Butt. Oh, oh, oh. Hey. He's so soft. Hey, my good boy. Alright, I gotta sit you down though. There you go. Hey. So pretty. Yes, you are. Gotta find a safe spot for this bag, plastic bag to sit, because this guy will try chewing on it for attention. Ooh. Ooh.
So cute, Stanley. You're so cute.
Alright. Back to painting. Or at least a little bit longer. You sure about that, Jack? Cocky little thing. Jack, what are you doing? Jack. Jack. Flying down next to the next to Stanley. Walking around. Jack. Cocky little bird. He's a very good flyer though, so that's the only reason why I don't actually get up to interfere, because he will fly away. He's pretty good at getting away. because Mom's not coming in just yet to feed you guys, so I think I'll go upstairs and feed you.
Jack, what are you doing, you little bird?
I'm not sure if you guys can see him. That little gray triangle, that is a bird. Jack, what are you doing? Well, hello there, buddy. Hello. What are you doing? Come here. No. You dummy. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, I wish I could have had the audio on for that, but I'll be sure to check that out later. Freaking cat ears, man. So many. Watch out, Jack. Hello, little bird. Hi. You doing okay? Hello. Here. No? Okay, bye. Yeah, Danny possesses like such a positive energy that I love. Kind of hard to do that when I pet them so vigorously sometimes. Earlier, I must have pet Stanley so vigorously that I actually got cat hair on my tongue, and that was like the worst. Jack, what are you doing? Hello. Yes, actually. This guy is actually, the couple is coming along quite nicely, and I'll show you the progress that I did with the Yogg one earlier. Whoop. There we go. There we are. It's coming along. See, it makes such a difference once you fill it in. This guy, however, is just I don't know how this thing works. I don't know if these are teeth or air sacs or I don't know. It doesn't make any sense at all to me. It's such a weird thing. Well, I guess I'll just work over here first. So how are you doing? How am I supposed to say your name? Is it Q-Y-V? Za? You want me to go by Za? Or Q? I'm not sure. You're good? That's good. Everything, I think I forgot to ask you that question. That same question goes for you. How are you doing? you've read? Aw. Jack!
Jackie boy, come here.
Hey! Slowly healing ribs. Are still slowly healing. Ooh, what'd you do to your ribs? This is what you consider bio the space tyrant. Oh my lord. Okay. Interesting. Just a moment, I have to check on a bird. What are you guys doing? Yes, hello. Buddy. Dumb birds. It's a funky name, but it's actually pretty cool. I've read it a few times. Okay. Kind of put a wall and slammed down the stairs at the start of July. Oh god! Ow! Ow! Huh. I haven't done a whole lot of reading lately. Myself. I'm not even sure what was the last series I read. Shoot. I don't even remember what was the last book you were reading. Old book, Star Wars, Halo, Discworld. Discworld is something I need to get into. I have a whole bunch of his books, like Discworld books. I'm currently reading Space Opera. Ooh. Sounds fun. I don't quite remember the last book series I read. It was definitely, I think, sci-fi in nature. But I don't remember precisely. The series. Huh. Think. I'm honestly trying to remember what was the last book series I read. And I'm coming up with the flat zilch. But of the ones that I have read, the Otherland series is definitely one of my favorites. From, I think, Alistair Reynolds is his name. Or what was his name? No, Alistair Reynolds did something else. Alistair Reynolds did Chasm City and a whole bunch of different other ones. Tad Williams, thank you. I like as soon as I said the other guy's name, Alistair, I was like, wait a second, that doesn't feel right. Yeah, Tad Williams. That is a fucking giant book. And very tiny font, and that took me over a year to finish reading. For the most part, I love that book series. The ending in regards to one character just kind of felt shitty to me. I did not like that at all. Or like how this one character was treated, rather. Another good book series is series is The Lives of Locke Lamora. That's the name of the other two books. That's the first one. Ooh. In regards to I think it's the last book that does it. I don't quite remember which book it does. It's either book 3 or 4, where the one character is outed to be female in birth, but they've always presented themselves as male. And that really rubbed me the wrong way. Or like, no, well, it wasn't so much that they're because they always have the online presence versus the real world. And okay, I think I have to go and feed the cats because my mom's not inside at the moment, I think. And the birds are acting crazy as a result as well. Oop. See? We have like this kibble for the cats that they get fed at 5 o'clock. It's a little bit past 5 now, and they're getting a little antsy. They haven't been fed yet. I know, kitty. Just a moment. Let me get a little bit more of this weird fish painted in. I know. You're being very cute, but just a moment. style reminds me of a novel that I read years ago. I really enjoyed it. Can't remember the name of the art style. Seems familiar, almost like coming home. Oh, sister song will climb out on your chest and lick your whole head sometimes. It's really kind of weird mountain goat. No, I understood it. Kaif? That name is gonna have to have a few tries before I remember how to say that. Q is fine? Okay. Took me a try or two as well. Like, the way, like, since you mentioned it, as being, like, as Kaif, or because it's a unique spelling, it just makes me think of Ruby from Rooster Teeth, and how the team names became, like, or spelt weird, but, like, they still meant what they meant. That's a series I would like to catch up on, because I know that they've progressed quite a ways in terms of, like, production quality. The main reason why I did stop watching Ruby was because, yeah, Monty was... It sucked that Monty passed away. Monty Ohm. I think I watched one season after he passed away to see if they could keep it up. And I think they did okay. But it's definitely not the same. I think they even got his brother to be his voice actor after he passed. If I recall correctly. But their other show that I really love, oh, not that I can remember the name of it. It's the new mech one, where they transfer their minds over to the mechs, so that they can pilot them. That one's really cool. Genlock, thank you. My brain's just crap today. I would like to talk to the designer of the Cuthel. Never got to see it because you had to pay for it. If you have Crunchyroll, it's on there. I don't have a subscription to Rooster Teeth anymore, but I was able to. If they have Ruby on there and they have Genlock on there. So, if you have Crunchyroll, you can definitely watch those shows there. Heidi's still not fed yet? Maybe we should just take a deke upstairs and see what's up. I am going to upvote this song. Ew, this is my jam. It's like very Matrixy. Yeah. You can thank Monty Ohm for the fight choreography for that, because if it wasn't for Monty, they would not have the same level of fighting choreography as they did. And he really helped a lot with the fighting choreography with Red vs. Blue as well, with the gun kata and everything. And I think the old YouTube video should still be up, where it's like Metroid versus Halo, where Samus and Master Chief were fighting each other. And then they end up fighting with each other as the Covenant come in. And maybe some space pirates? I don't remember. It was very long ago when I last saw that. It should be still up there. I might even have it downloaded on my external hard drive. Because that was back in the day when there was no Netflix or anything like that. Yep. Yep. Because I don't know, they kind of made it on par with each other for that little short film thing. It was I appreciated that because they were on equal terms in the end, and I liked that. But yeah, it was pretty cool seeing it. All she do is attract me with where she's never are, nor does she have an ammo limit. True. Mind you, she does have an ammo limit in, well, yeah, she does have an ammo limit in Metroid Prime 2, but that's with dark ammo and light ammo. The rest is pretty much infinite, I think. I don't remember the other beams, though. I think the standard shot was unlimited still. But I don't remember if the fourth beam weapon was unlimited or not. It's been too long since I've played a Prime game. And now that I have a Switch, I will be playing Metroid Prime 4 whenever that decides to launch. Okay, it's 5:30. These guys have waited long enough. I'll be right back. I'm gonna see what see what's up with my mom. So I'll be right back. And yeah. There we go. I am going to be back for at least a good chunk. I want to get as much as this guy done as possible before I have to go back upstairs for supper. fixate these tiny hairs. I don't know if it's the brush coming apart or what. I know that they do deteriorate over time, but like these itty bitty little hairs that don't really look like anything. Yeah, that actually does make some sense. I should probably do something similar. Because it probably is the fibers coming out. Fortunately, I don't think I have any barber scissors. I do have I have fabric scissors, which I will not use on this. And I have standard scissors. And believe it or not, these little circles here, not eyes. I gotta keep that file close because the carbon builds up on makes heat transfer less effective, so I clean the tool off with it. Ah, interesting. When I did soldering in college, we had a wet sponge nearby at all times, so that all we would have to do while the soldering iron was hot, we just and clean off the excess solder. So, mind you, if you're doing wood burning, I think that's a little bit hotter, maybe. Because soldering, I don't think you require a whole lot of heat for that. I had a lot of fun with soldering in college. Watching the metal solder flow down the wires like a river. Very tiny river, but a river. It was fun. I did enjoy it, but even got top marks for my soldering, but I did not stick with that program. accidentally poured some liquid metal once in a shot glass in high school. There a bench leg. Liquid metal has a shine and flow to it that normal liquids can't match. I can sympathize with that. It was just, I always enjoy the process of making things. So just seeing, like melting down solder was just something that was fun to just watch it flow. So it was just, it's probably because I can't fucking see distances that I was so up close to it, but like, because I'm kind of nearsighted, so I was just, the fact that I also love watching the process of things being made, so just watching the flow of, gives you a headache, yeah, I can get that. I just liked watching it flow down the wires that I was working on. It was fun. I would not do that for a living, though. I probably could, but if it was only soldering that I would have to do, and that would be it, then yeah, I probably could do that. But I don't think there's a job just solely based in soldering. Hi, Jamie! Sorry I missed the meeting. It was a mod meeting. Alright. Because I try to help moderate in his channel. Keep an eye on things. Oh, that was too much water. Tuesdays are very uncertain. Like, well, I guess I should say any day is uncertain for me now. Because, I used to be able to meet up with my sister quite regularly on, Saturdays, and then that changed to kinda Tuesdays? I don't know. Tuesdays are kinda up in the air anymore because of that. So that's why, like, I also wasn't sure if I would be able to make the meeting, in that regard, too. If I did meet up with my sister, I would have been coming home and just having supper right away. Pretty much. But because we didn't meet up with my sister, it's decided I'm gonna paint. This thing is so weird. Thank you. Well, yes and no. I want to be engaged, but like I don't want to like pulled in too many different directions either. I've never really been a moderator for somebody like any sort of long-term capacity. Because I think the first time I was ever offered a moderator standing was back before Twitch was even a twinkling in anybody's eye. This is back when livestream.com was a thing. And I had been part of this person's head on out to get some rest. Looking forward to seeing the current. Alright. Q, you have a good sleep, and I'll see you later. Kive? I'll get it eventually. Eventually, I will get it. That's why, like, when I was reading about the Kif? No, I think I Rainbow! So oh man, this is like I know that we know what the Cuthel looks like, but like, you know the thing that I like linked to you the other day with the fucking thing from the depths? This is another thing that could possibly be like that. I would never want to see a Cuthel coming out from the ocean depths at me. Oh god, that thing yesterday. For fuck's sake, I have to show this to you guys. That, like, okay, we all know, for those of us in the Warframe community, we all know what the Cuthel looks like from the side and from the front. Definitely from the front here. I have to show you guys this fucking thing. Okay. It lives in the depths. It is from, but it is from beyond the stars. Like, yo. What the fuck is that? How the fuck is that thing real? Like, literally, I post this image moments prior to seeing that thing on my feed. Like, let me go over here. See how these things are kind of like, this is my phobia. This is my phobia. If it, like, it's, Rainbow says it's, thalassophobia? Where essentially you're looking over the drop off in the ocean and it's just the fucking abyss. And then in the drop off there's holes in the cliff that is the drop off. And my fear is that there's something in those that are just anyway, so like you can see the like the little eyes here and the little teeth and the blah blah blah. I actually have a proper thing for like just to like zoom in. Like, I won't lie, I had fun drawing it, but if I were to encounter that, I would shit bricks. I would shit bricks. So like, and then like, it's very funny because like, somebody is like, there's this fucking thing right here. And then literally next post down. Oh my god. It's so stupid. I'm gonna like that. Anyways. So, there's that. But yeah, like, literally within moments of me posting that sketch that I did, I saw that, I'm like, fuck. To be fair, definitely some resemblance, yeah. But like, how would they know? Because that thing was like, I don't, like, did they know about that creature, or was it just like pure circumstance that they happened to look the same? Coincidence. There we go. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, it really is. It really is. And I'll show you what I finished. Well, not necessarily finished. I have another pass that I have to do on this guy. But this is the Yogg one that I did earlier. There's still a lot of orange popping through, but I was starting to get a little bit frustrated with it, so I'm just gonna stop working on it for now and just work on the cuffle. Right up there with the bobbit worms on the top list of oceanic nopes. Like, the thing is, as terrifying as that is, it's not as bad as it could be as if it were in a game. I love Subnautica. I cannot go into the depths unless I have the Cyclops. The depths, completely different story with the Cyclops. Seamoth? Fuck no. Jetpack thingy, or the little jet driver thingy? Fuck no. I am staying away from the depths until I get the Cyclops. Love Subnautica. Cannot stand that. And speaking of Subnautica, I will resume my playthrough of that again, hopefully in the near future. You might, Beyond Blue is deep sea diving, but no horror or suspense themed. I prefer the prawn suit. Personally, the Cyclops is very vulnerable to Leviathans. Oh. That is true, because the Leviathans can pretty much come up out of nowhere in any direction, but the prawn suit, you have basically every direction but down. That being said, the mobile base, it's a mobile base, so you can put the prawn, yeah. Like, that's what I love about the Cyclops, is that it is a mobile base that you can just hop to, provided that it doesn't break, which it can. Terrifying thought, but yeah. I don't know if there's a way to reinforce it or not. It probably is. To an extent, yeah. From what little I remember. Like, I know that in my playthrough that I had earlier on, before I stopped, I know that there was some upgrades that I could get, but I think I misused them and they disappeared. So, like, fuck. Or I died and I lost them. I don't remember. I always tell people who are getting into it that you haven't lived until you run from a leviathan so fast that your tire submarine bursts into flames. Never played Subnautica. I don't do well with survival games because I get frustrated with them. Here's the nice thing about Subnautica, though. There's a mode in it where you don't have to worry about eating. You can just go throughout the game in the narrative mode. Engines temperature critical. Fires detected. Never mind that shit. There's a death hill. Yep. I could just picture that. I've been playing Railjack recently, solo, not very much, but I just pictured that with Cephalon Sai's voiceover. I'm like, yeah. You would be so pissed that you're running engines hot. Imagine if you could run engine hot. It's space, but it's engines, so it's like it's inside the ship. So what if you could run the engines hot and then boom, fire on ship? Then you repair. Space monsters like the infested leviathan would be lovely. Because that will come. Because they did show it a little bit. Because y'all know that a Roken Tower that's busted in space that you can travel to in Railjack? Now just picture. You see the tower. Like so. Then all of a sudden, you see something go like this. And like this. And it peeks around the side. And then it starts swinging after ya. I want that with the infested so bad. I want it so bad. I want it so fucking bad. I want the infested to terrify you. Hey, just a heads up, if you get a ping on Discord, that's the... Okay. Alright. Well, it won't ping directly because I am streaming and I have Discord in-streamer mode, so it's all good. I think my worst panic attack in Subnautica was when I went off the crater edge like an idiot. Fuck that. But yeah, I don't know if you analyzed the video from DE like I did yesterday. Like I literally went frame by frame yesterday just to take a look at the assets in the trailer. I actually skipped over by mistake the new infested, and came back to it and went frame by frame. I can't wait. I might be okay with playing up Sonata if I could drop a nuclear mine in anywhere. I did feel well. There's actually. I know that the mobile, well, not the mobile base per se, but the one that you build, you can actually ping, you can build a map, and it'll show you where resources are. It's quite handy, actually. The map room is quite nice. Generally speaking, as long as you don't blow into an area recklessly, you'll probably be okay. Yeah. And for the most part, like, as long as you've equipped yourself decently, like, you've got at least, I would say, two food rations and like a two cleaned waters you're set to go for a long period of time, and then like as long as you also have like and some med kits. Like I guess nothing makes crispy twin fashions have been 50 megatons of thermonuclear pet control. Yep, that'll do it. Pest control, yep. Oh, pet or pest. Thank you, Jamie. This guy's actually coming along quite nicely. Only problem is Alteria decided you really didn't need weapons. Yep. The only weapon that you can officially make directly is the knife. Yeah, you have a lot of means of like not only diversion and stunning, but you also have like there's a gravity grenade thing, sort of, not really grenade per se, but like you can pull things in and then mine from that a little bit. The prawn suit, yep. Yep. Prawn suit is amazing. Okay. Yeah. And I know that they're mostly focusing on below zero right now, but with some of the updates that they've been doing to below zero, I hope that they can bring over to the original game. There's a Reaper Leviathan Corp hanging on the floor 50 meters from their base. Can you harvest from a Leviathan? I've never tried that before. They just become a giant trophy warning other Leviathans to behave. Pretty much, I guess. Ay. Yeah, I can see that. You're not really meant to take them on per se, just avoid if possible. You don't really, I guess they don't really reward the nuke everything option. Yeah, I think I would probably do the same, or something similar. I don't know what it is about more complex designs, but I just have a better time with them. Weird. And in terms of painting the fish. It seems like the more complex they are, I have an easier time. Weird. You'd think it'd be the reverse. So the swimming update came out for Animal Crossing, and I was out diving near new. And swam back to shore, I saw a fish outline with a fin, so I caught it, and it was a great white shark. Yep. I don't regret your base location even after though. Edge of the red grass zone near the Blood Kelp Trench. Can stand in an observatory and watch the reefback swim 3 feet away from the glass. Actually, I think that I did a similar location. Like right on the edge of the kelp forest. I don't think it was a blood kelp forest, but it was like definitely a kelp forest, and just like seeing the reefbacks in the distance. Very nice. Alright. Unfortunately, I think I'm just gonna have to... Yeah, I built down ryegrass, but there's a kelp zone near... Yeah, probably roughly the same area. Alright. We do have to go on a raid though, because my mom is probably wondering what the heck I'm doing. So, time to go say hi to somebody. So, move that over. And show the progress that we did today. There. I can't position things right. There we go. Alright. Thank you. Actually, do it? Quick question. Let's see if I have an actual rave response. I do! Alright, so if y'all want to copy that down, we're going to go on a raid very shortly. We're gonna go say hi to somebody who is... Hey! Let's see. Let's see. I hate ads so much. Alright. Alright. There we go. We are going to go say hi to Accessible Gamer. I've not really joined on his streams much before, so if you guys want to copy down that raid message, and I know And we're just gonna spam his chat with love and raid hype and all that jazz. Like so. We're going to go have some fun. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Probably more painting and all that jazz. So, I hope everybody has a good night. I'm gonna have some food, and I'll see you whenever I see you. Twitter, Discord, you know all the jazz. That's where I do all the announcements. See you later, bye!